in differences in organization, you can't actually achieve competitive advantage. Thirdly, there are lots of immaterial labor that could actually enhance various kinds of innovations, that could enhance various kinds of collaborative actions for the purpose of various kinds of innovative activities within organizations. Lots of plans are needed, lots of designs are needed. Therefore, factories are now becoming design factories, and nations are very much deterritorialized for the purpose of creating various kinds of collaborative work around the globe. Therefore, that is a kind of new empire being actually emerged around the globe. And thirdly, labor is very much working around various kinds of effective technologies, various kinds of innovative technologies, where people enjoy blurred boundaries within organizations, for the purpose of creating lots of creations, for the purpose of developing various kinds of technologies. Therefore, desiring machines and possibilities of micro-accountability is very much on the agenda nowadays. Therefore, management accounting practices must be actually changed. That must actually capture these kind of tendencies around the globe. Why these kind of things are now happening around the globe? Lots of things actually happened in the world several decades ago in the name of neoliberalism. There is a kind of neoliberal movement now. You can't change it. You can't reverse it. It's about revitalization of market principles and revitalization of global competitions, enhancing from the 1990s. Therefore, we have to celebrate various kinds of postmodern de-skilling processes for the purpose of revitalization of technologies from the 1980s. And we have to actually develop various kinds of disciplinary practices, interdisciplinary practices in order to enhance these globalization processes. Therefore, there are various soft power and coming to various kinds of local clashes between civilization. These kind of issues are very much on the agenda nowadays. Hence, globalization, various kinds of new agendas are on various trends where people must actually accommodate in the development of various kinds of accounting, management control, and management practices. Therefore, our frameworks are now becoming very much interdisciplinary, philosophical, historical, cultural, economic, and political. Therefore, just reading just only economics for the purpose of doing better management or accounting research is not enough, is not sufficient enough. Our approaches must be very much interdisciplinary, where you need to read lots of philosophical, historical, cultural, economic, as well as anthropological readings. You need to draw from these kind of interdisciplinary perspectives in order to celebrate various kinds of multiple realities, multiple philosophies, multiple methodologies, which we need to understand management accounting, management control, and accounting practices. I think that is what I can actually shorten in the presentation. I think management accounting, management control practices must be very much interdisciplinary in that sense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Wickramasinghe, for a very interesting presentation. And now it's time to move on to our second keynote speech, How to Mismanage Organization, a Lawyer Perspective. For this speech, I have to invite Professor Dr. Gabriel Moyens from Carleton University, Australia. Professor Moyens is a Professor of Law and Director of Research, Carleton Law School. He's also Emeritus Professor of Law at the University of Queensland. He is member titular at International Academy of Comparative Law in Paris and Fellow of the Australian Institute of Management and Director of the College of Law, Western Australia.
Thank you very much for that introduction, and good morning to all of you. There are so many people sitting in front of me. It actually reminds me of a statement that is attributed to Albert Camus, the famous French philosopher. He once said, "Lecturers are people who talk when the audience is asleep." Now, I do hope this is not going to happen this morning, or indeed this afternoon, or at all during the conference. I would like to start my 10 or 12 minutes, which